we can talk about, I mean, everyone that I'm trying to study right now that are what I would consider successful or are kind of, making an impact. I always ask, what's your morning routine? And there's usually something that helps them. You would call it noise. My book, I call it chatter. Keep that out of what's going on from the very beginning of the day. So, for me, it's I've adopted a sort of modified several people's input, but for me, it's no snooze button.
Okay.
When you say you're getting up, you get up.
Right.
Now, it doesn't have to be 5 o'clock every morning, but it is when you set it, right? Then for the first hour, no technology.
So you don't get up, check Twitter, Facebook, email.
I am learning the process of not doing that.
That's right. I understand.
So there's another thing that I'd love to get back to, and it's called committing to the commitment. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, let's do that.
But so number one is feet hit the floor, or you start your day when the gun goes off, which is the alarm clock or whatever your mechanism is for getting up. And then no technology for the first amount of time that you can, okay? The next thing I do is I write down 5 to 10 things I'm grateful for that day.
Okay.
In
Very
my life.
practical, yeah.
I'm grateful that I'm breathing. I'm grateful for flowers. It doesn't matter what it is, but you articulate that. And then you write down your goals. What are my goals for today? Today, next week, next month. And they will change, but try to stay consistent on that, because that programs that sense of focus first thing in the day. All right? So no snooze, no technology, your goals and your gratitude. Then move. Do something physically. It doesn't have to be an hour on the treadmill. Maybe you just do, 10 jumping jacks, or you do something that physically moves your body and gets it started. For me, it's a routine that I have for the first 10 or 15 minutes after I get up, and some exercises, and that I said, okay, got them in. That's another positive thing, that you've done something. I would also say make your bed. And there's a whole book and TED Talk all about the military leader who said, if you don't do anything else, at the end of the day, your bed's made. That's one thing that's successful. Okay. Then the other thing that to me is really important, and it's a way to give, is send an encouraging message to someone.
Okay.
Now you may use your technology for that. Okay, send a text, say, great, it was so wonderful to be with you today. I enjoyed the platform that we had. Just something, maybe it's someone from high school that you haven't talked to in a while. You go, I remember, and that gave me a lift in my step today. Just put it out to the universe. It's amazing what comes back to you. And then personally for me, I spend some time in the Bible each morning, and that's my way of getting my connection of that. And I'm doing that with a group of men who are doing a 30-30 challenge of every morning reading a specific chapter, and then sending comments back about what that chapter meant. So to me, that's a piece. So there's really 6 things in my routine, and I feel like I'm getting off to a good start before anything else comes in.
That's right. No, I like it because often something I've read is that actions, right, lead to emotions. It's so you may wake up and say, I don't feel like doing this, and then but positive actions most of the time will lead to positive emotions, and I think that daily routine is something very practical our listeners can grab onto, because you're doing something for your mind, your body, and for others, right? All within an hour in the morning.
And you talked kind of about the noise.
That's right.
And that's a way to keep that noise at bay for a while. It's going to come in, right? And I'll tell you that I struggle with it. This isn't like I'm the master at this stuff. It is constant learning and constant, evolution of trying to get better at those things. So one of the things that we had just kind of parked for a second was this commitment to the commitment concept. Right. So if you have a goal, you may have whatever your goal is, and it might. And I believe in establishing crazy wild goals, like as big as you can. That even if you miss it, you've trajectored yourself way out there, right? And then it's going to take a step at a time of committing to the action and the work that will get you there. That's the commitment. Not thinking about the goal and how I'm not there yet. But what are the 5 things I need to do every day, or the 3 things I need to do every day towards it? And so let's say it's fitness. and you have a weight goal or a size goal of a belt, and it's, maybe it's a 20% number. Well, that's not going to happen tomorrow, but a little bit every day, committed to it, without the cheats and the step backs, and trying to keep that from not happening is really the way you ultimately get to the end of the game.
Right.
So the way I started this thought process was I lost a bet, and my payout of the bet was to run a 10K road race.
Okay.
And I'm not a runner, but I lost the bet, so I had to commit to it, right? So I got the shoes, got the outfit ready to go, went to the end of the driveway at the house. I looked up the street and I said, what can I make it to? And there was a telephone pole.
Okay.
So I ran 100 feet to the first telephone pole, and I said, okay, one more, and one more. And I may have made it to 5, and then walked, and then look, can I make it to another one? So over a period of the training, which was probably 60 days of training to get ready, I went from one telephone pole to ultimately having, a mile, and then a couple miles in. And then, so incrementally I committed to the breaking it down into baby steps.